Today on the channel, we head back to Tatooine with a Power of the Force Bantha and Tusken Raider. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our daily Star Wars unboxings and reviews. And today we've got the Power of the Force Bantha and Tusken Raider. But remember, for all your Star Wars needs and a whole lot more, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. So the Power of the Force Bantha is finally here. This is one of the harder to get Power of the Force vehicles. We'll call it a vehicle, even though it is a creature, of course. One of the hardest to get out there, for whatever reason. I never had this back in the day. This is one I passed on, and I'm kind of sad I did because it looks pretty solid, but we'll see once we get it out of the package there. I did finally find this on eBay, I don't know, 6 months ago, whenever I did. Go back, watch all the weekly purchases, and you tell me which week it was in. But I finally got this one, and it came with like 10 loose sand people as well. And I think that is why I ended up getting this so cheap, because this usually sells over $100, a pretty expensive figure. I want to say I got it for about $60 with like 10 sand people. So I'm going to build this out as part of my sand people display in my Star Wars collection eventually. But we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. See where it goes from there. So let's look at the packaging. Got that green Power of the Force, kind of the second generation Power of the Force, Darth Vader looking over everything. We got the Oakland A's colors. Tatooine, their finest animal, I guess, is the Bantha. Bantha and Tusken Raider. We all know about those old Tusken Raiders. It's their crazy screams and yells, and they're frightening. They're very frightened of Obi-Wan Kenobi, as we know, of course, things like that. But a big window box here, you can't miss it. Very cool with the sand people, sand person, I should say, riding the Bantha there. Now it does say, check out the Bantha's real feel hair. So pretty weird. You put your finger in here and oh my gosh, it does feel like a stuffed animal. How many people have touched this over the years? That's what I wonder. How many people have been touching this Bantha? So this is one of those figures you really got to get in box. I don't know if I would want to get a loose one of these unless I had really known where it has been. Who knows who's been petting this thing, touching this thing, especially with the real hair. It's not as easy to clean. You really can't just throw this in the laundry. So this is what you really need to open yourself out of the package. That's at least where I sit. Star Wars logo. Old school Toys R Us price tag. Got to love that as well. A little glamour shot on the side. Same glamour shot on that side. On the top, you got the window plus a little glamour shot. Same thing on the bottom, so nothing really crazy special. And then on the side, ages 4 and up. You got that blurb. You guys know we love the blurb. We got the tail of the tape. We got that Rancor down there, which we unboxed on the channel. Very similar packaging. Had the real feel skin they wanted you to touch, which was kind of weird. You got Jedi Master Points with this one? No Jedi Master Points, unfortunately. I love the creatures of the Star Wars. The Wampa, of course. The Rancor, 2 of my all-time favorites. And then the Bantha hopefully will join them as a favorite of mine. So there you go. Let's see what it says on the back here about the Bantha and the Tusken Raider. This has an exclusive Tusken Raider that is a little bit more posable than your traditional Power of the Force. An immense, shaggy beast, the Bantha lumbers across the barren Tatooine landscape. Suddenly, the peaceful image is destroyed as its master, a vicious Tusken Raider, erupts in a violent ambush on farm boy Luke Skywalker. Known throughout the galaxy, Banthas, and they're all capitalized, are magnificent creatures, much like a buffalo, that stand over 4 meters tall. The peace-loving herbivores are able to survive for weeks without food or water, making them the perfect pack animal for Tatooine's infamous sand people. The camel of Tatooine, we'll call it. They also serve as beasts of burden for the planet's moisture farmers and are raised in some parts of the galaxy for food and clothing. Who's eating that sweet Bantha meat? There's somebody out there doing it. The Bantha, homeworld Tatooine, 4 meters tall, characteristic, large, unintelligent pack beast. Though usually peaceful, it can be dangerous when frightened, much like a buffalo. Much like a buffalo. And one time I was on a field trip. We went to this, like, the prairies. This is, I think, college. Early college field trip. Yeah, we had college field trips. And I forget what, some kind of science class. We went to the prairie. And we were in a school bus. And they're taking us through the prairie and everything. And I guess there was this huge pack of buffalo. I don't guess, because I was there. I was on the bus. Huge pack of buffalo. And I guess they just had some calves, I think they're called. I think it's similar to a cow. They just had some buffaloes, some baby buffaloes, and the mama buffalo did not like the looks of this big yellow school bus. And guess what happened? She started hammering and ramming into our school bus. It was the coolest thing ever. I remember just loving it. You know, it wasn't my car, it was the school bus, but it was cool, rocking back and forth, just getting brushed up against, hammered. Those buffaloes, they pack a mighty punch, and I'll never forget my time with the buffaloes out in the Great Plains of the Midwest. So, story time with Kyle. There you go. Let's get this guy out of the package here. Uh-oh. We got to cut him open here. He's locked in the cardboard prison. I don't know how much work it's going to be to get him out, too. Uh-oh. Oh, let's go. I need some of that sweet bantha meat. How do I get him out? I'm hungry. Oh, come on. It's a tight fit in here, apparently. It's not coming out. There it is. Holy cow. See you later. Off to the side. Let's knock some stuff over. How about it? Oh, Twist Tie City. Look at this. Oh, I'm going to have to take this offline as usual. There it is, though. Pretty cool diorama piece in there. A little bit of sand, a little background. Pretty nice, actually, if you ask me. But let me take this offline, maybe get all these twist ties done, and we'll be back with that sweet, sweet bantha meat. Great for beef jerky, I've heard. All right, we're back, and the bantha is out of the package. Unbelievable amount of twist ties on this guy. Each leg twisted in, body zip tied in. Then the Sand People, the Tusken Raider, he was wrapped in his legs around through the harness. Unbelievable amount of care put to these old school 90s figures. You would not see packaging like that today. It's cost prohibitive to do something like that. But we got him out of the package, the Bantha here. And this is really cool. The hair is interesting. This real fur, it is pretty cool, actually. It's better than molded on. That's where I'm going to sit. It's better than the molded on hair that they could have done. But it feels almost like a dead squirrel or something like that. It feels like you found a dead squirrel in the road, and as naturally, when you see a dead squirrel, you go out there and you pick it up by the tail and you swing it around. Oh, just me? Just me? I'm the only one that does that? No. Never done that, but it does have that kind of woodland creature, like you're petting a beaver or you're petting some kind of weird little rodent out there. That's what it feels like. Soft hair, it's not coarse or anything like that. It's like I'm just petting my bantha. I feel like I'm petting my dog right now. It just feels a little weird. But it is very cool. Very cool eyes on this thing hidden back behind the hair. Big mouth. A lot of attention to detail. Huge big saddle on here. The Tusken Raider does fit on there with his leg articulation that we usually don't get with the Power of the Force. He sits on there perfectly. He's got his little, duster that flaps over. Very cool horns on this guy, much like a creature with horns, like a ram's horns, basically, is what this kind of looks like. A lot of good coloring, it really does look like it belongs in the desert. I just like this one a whole lot. Then you look underneath, you got 4 feet, of course. You got the bags that it holds and carries. You got a big tail on this guy, which I guess I didn't realize banthas have tails. We got articulation on that tail, if that's what you need. I don't know, but it does have a fully articulated tail going on. Just very interesting hair, but very soft. This being, almost a 20-year-old toy right here, I felt like the hair would be older, matted, falling out, but this feels like it's brand new out of the package. I mean, extremely soft. I even got a comb right here from a horse that we unboxed on the channel for Adam Hangman Page one time. I could sit here and comb this guy all day and just pretend he's my new pet. But you could comb him with this if you wanted to. Get all the stuff out. Oh yeah, he's really shaping up to be my prize-winning Bantha in my Star Wars collection. Or my only Bantha in my Star Wars collection, however you see it. But I recommend this one. This is a game changer as far as old Power of the Force, that this would hold up to this day with 2021 action figures in the 3/4 scale. An awesome Bantha, an awesome creature. Very underrated. The Wampas, the Rancors, they get a lot of the love in the Star Wars animal universe. But this Bantha is something you don't want to sleep on. I would love to have like 3 or 4 of these with Tusken Raiders around them. I think that would be a really cool display shelf. I think I'm just going to stick with 1 for now, unless I come across a hot deal. You guys know what we say on the channel all the time. Got to get a deal. But you can't go wrong with this guy. This is next level coolness. Strongly recommended if you can find it at a good deal. And I do recommend getting this one and opening it yourself. I don't know if you want somebody touching all the fur and all that kind of stuff. But I'd be interested to hear your comments down below. I didn't have this in the mid-90s. 90s when it came out, but did you? Did you own this at one time? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Social media, you can find me at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So for the Power of the Force, Tusken Raider, and Bantha, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.